yeah, how are your social skills? Like, what about your social skills, mate? What about them? Well, you have been reading these principles and this book, right? How to influence and influence people, and you have maybe been listening to my explanations on them, or you've just been listening to mine, or you've just been reading the book actually. Well, what are you changing about your social skills? You might are gaining the knowledge, but what are you actually changing? Did you watch my video on praising? Well, did you already go to a restaurant and said to the chef that you liked your food? Did you? Honestly, be honest with yourself. Did you go to the restaurant already? Really liked something, like really like honestly, right? That's the point of it. Honestly, really liked something, food, right? Did you already go to the waiter and asked the waiter to say to the chef that, or just say to the chef that it was very damn tasteful? Did you already do that, mate? Or did you just listen to it and like applied it a little bit, right? Like, but like not in these too awkward. Like, no, bro. Stop these excuses, mate. Do you still? Do you still? What is your first principle? Do you still criticize or condemn or like complain? Do you still do that, mate? Of course, you probably still do it, but like, have you limited it drastically? Have you? What's the last time you did it? What is the last time that you actually thought about what the other person wants instead of what you want? What is the last time you actually listened to? Because you listened to my video, right? But did you actually shut the fuck up and listen? Did you? Did you take an action on your actual social skills? And be honest with us. As a very quick but quite hard and challenging task for you is to actually, the next time you go to a restaurant and you really like your dish, let's say it's spare ribs or it's like some kind of fish, right? Or steak, and you really like the steak. It was very nicely baked, and the foods, like the vegetables, were actually very nicely picked for that steak, and the sauce on there, and you really liked it. Do the next time you have that, the next time you have such a meal that you liked so damn much, next time you have that, ask the waiter to say to the chef that you really liked the food, that you really liked the steak you ate, that you ate, right? It might be a bit challenging for some of you. It might be a bit daunting. It might be a bit like frustrating. But to set a clear deadline, are you going on vacation this summer? Well, if you are, be sure, be 100% sure to do that in that vacation. I made that promise to myself, and the last day, the last meal that I ate, I was like, shit, I still need to do that. And it kind of was like out of nowhere, I ate a very fantastic spare ribs. And I said it. It's very simple. It is actually simple as heck. It just needs some courage. But you probably have that. And I believe you can complete this very fastly. Another thing, are you holding eye contact? Or are you smiling if you meet someone? Maybe if if you're watching this in the future, did you actually search up the teacher's name and search up what the teacher was interested in? Did you? Did you? Ask yourself these questions. Every time, let's say you go on vacation or something like pretty social, ask yourself, how can I immediately apply every single one of these rules? No gap. No gap. I did that. Smiled. Became interested in the other person. Now, I've tried at least to be, because that's a bit limited, right? If you go to like a hotel or a restaurant, like you don't even know the name probably. But, remember the name. And all of that stuff. Implement it. Implement all of it. And try to keep it there. And with that, I will end the video.